Married at First Sight, Season 15, Episode 3. I am all caught up. I am so proud of myself that I am all caught up, and fingers crossed I should not fall behind again since I'm all caught up. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for those of you who are showing me love with my books. I appreciate those reviews. I hope you can't hear the fan because the temperature fall. Thank you, Jesus. But it's still a little warm. I think we were like 89 last night, and Sunday we were 111. No wonder I was so weak. Can you imagine 111 on Sunday? It was really hot. So thank you again for those of you who've shown me love with my books and the reviews. I appreciate you. Thank you for those of you who are in my Patreon. Y'all want me to drop this Stacia NAT on here? I will not. I will be only dropping stuff that people inbox me in my Patreon for my Patreons. Okay, they are the one that show me love on a monthly basis. So if you want to join my Patreon, the link is below. That is your chance to show me love on a monthly basis. And I thank you for those of you who suggest I don't need a book. I just want to love on you and appreciate you for everything that you do. Be sure to subscribe and thumbs up. We are on our way to 100,000 cousins. But before we get to 100, I need 20. Can I have 20? Listen. I have been going back and forth between 18,130 and 139. It's like I've been right between there, swinging back and forth for like 3 weeks. Go up to 139, then I come down to 138. But anyways, it's going to happen. Hopefully you saw the review I did on episode 2. This is episode 3. And of course, it picks up with KYRSTEN telling her dad, and it seemed like her dad went off because I don't know how he went from "you're insane" to "you should go ahead, I support you." No, that was all producers pushing them. Mitch can't tie a bow tie. You know what? A lot of guys. I'm not gonna fault him for that. A lot of guys can't tie bow ties, and none of them could. And I thought that was funny. I was just laughing back and forth. And I was like, KYRSTEN, mama, did you really show up in a pink see-through dress? Like, are you trying to take KYRSTEN, new husband, or are you trying to get your old husband back? Which one is it, KYRSTEN? Because I just don't, KYRSTEN, mama, I just don't understand why you thought it's appropriate to show up in this dress that is a see-through. And no wonder poor Mitch thought that was his bride when he was coming down uh the aisle. She got her gift. It was her ring. She loved it. She started crying. And I'm wondering, is it the ring that was a style that her fiance gave her? And then she said that what happened with her fiance, and that her fiance could not afford a ring. He put the ring on a credit card, could not pay it off, and so she had to pay it off. KYRSTEN is a pick Misha. I keep telling y'all. First of all, she wastes all her life. See, she spent all her life savings paying for a destination wedding. In other words, KYRSTEN, you could not afford this. You could not afford a destination wedding. By the way, yes, somebody said, Janice, you seem to be doing better with the allergies. I am. Do you know why I'm doing better with the allergies? Because I have decided to listen to my doctor and take 2 allergy pills every day. First thing I do when I wake up, I have them right here. I have my iron pill, and my allergy pills is upstairs. And I've been taking 2 allergy pills every morning, and I've been fine, right? I haven't really had any issues. So I'm going to be taking my allergy pills every day. And when I'm dusting and stuff, I take 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, because y'all know I am allergic to dusties and dust. So thank you for the person who noticed that I'm doing better with the allergies. It is because I'm taking the allergy pills. I have decided the doctor is right. Take the pills, okay? So KYRSTEN says how her fiance couldn't afford a ring, and he put it on a credit card and wouldn't pay for it. Girl, what? When they broke up, She had to pay for it. So not only did she use her life savings to pay for a destination wedding, she bought her own engagement ring. Listen, y'all. Mike Murdoch, not Mike Murdoch, love Mike Murdoch. Dave Ramsey says, if you're going to use your emergency fund and your life savings to put a down payment on a house, you don't need a house. If you're going to use your life savings to pay for a wedding, you need to go on down to the Justice of the Peace. You cannot afford a wedding. And I don't understand how she's a daddy's girl, but daddy didn't pay for the wedding. Or did she just want this extravagant wedding that you knew you could not afford, that you took all your life savings to pay for? That means not only did you not have a husband, you didn't have a ring, and you had to start all the way over on your life savings. So ladies that are dating for marriage, I did this. If you want to get married, you need to start saving up to get married. You need to have you start a little bank account somewhere, and every pay, put $20 or whatever in it. And over time, it will add up. So when your big day comes, you don't have to be stressing about how you're going to pay for your wedding. My dad paid for my reception. That is the biggest part of the wedding, is the reception. And we did not have alcohol. So that saved us a lot of money. I cut my wedding costs and my reception costs in half because we did not have alcohol. Okay, and people wasn't glad about it. I was like, no, we are this is a Christian wedding, and we're not about to have people drinking and driving on Route 22 trying to get on the highway after you done left my wedding. Granted, the ghetto fabulous people, you know who you are if you're watching, showed up with the liquor. They've confessed over the years. Somebody confessed to me 2 months ago. Miss Tops, I just wanted you to know I was one of the people that was drinking at your wedding. I know somebody in the comments was going to say Jesus turned water into wine at a wedding. Shut your mouth and go study the Bible. Okay? I got to start getting people in my videos, okay? Because I know the stupidity is coming in the comments. So if you can't afford to pay for a wedding, you don't need to use your life savings. If you can't put it on your credit card, like I use my credit card, but I pay it off at the end of the month and I use it for points. So I could get points. I get free stuff all the time. So for those of you who want to get married, especially if you don't have a father that is involved in your life or is not going to give you money, you need to start saving. My bio dad paid for my wedding and my two brothers' wedding. And mine was the cheapest because I didn't have alcohol. No, I'm thinking about it. I should have gotten what my brothers got. Because my father gave them $40,000 for their weddings. But did they have alcohol? I don't think they did. I don't know. I have to ask them. Of course, both of them are in wife number 2 and 3 now. But anyways. Yeah, so that's crazy. And another thing, ladies, if he cannot afford a ring, why are you marrying a man that can't afford an engagement ring? Pikisha. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you. I was trying to figure out what Miguel was. Not a pink mansion, a Pikisha. Okay. He can't afford an engagement ring, y'all. Why are you marrying a man who can't afford an engagement ring? That you have to put on your credit card. Desperation and Pikishaism, okay? Mitch says he's been having nightmares about women he's dated and blah, blah, blah. He's struggling in his sleep. And I'm like, Mitch, why are you getting married, sir? You are not ready to get married. talking about this is the only way he will get married. You know what? I've said this before from episode 1, from the matchmaking. Mitch likes black women. I think he's just ashamed of it because everything he described that he wanted was a black woman. And I just think he likes to enjoy chocolate in secret. He just don't want nobody to know. And I think he should go ahead and just go ahead and find you a nice black girl that you can walk the streets with and not be ashamed. Because everything he talks about when he describes a woman, I'm like, that's a black woman. Strong, independent. What he said? He said, nice and calm is just boring. I was like, child, you like black women. So Mitch is out. He came down the aisle, and to me, so far, there's one more groom to go. Mitch has the #1 spot. And I said this yesterday for the best dressed groom and the best. When I say I love you, he's a man that can wear a suit, okay? A suit on a man is like heels on a woman. Not every woman can wear a heels, and not every man can wear a suit. And Mitch is a man that can wear a suit. You can tell he can wear a suit versus Nate. Nate looked like a hood dude that just pull off the street and just throw suit on him. I always use the example of President Barack Obama, President George Bush Jr., and President Trump. President Barack Obama, no, he can wear a suit, okay? He is sharp when he put a suit on. So is President George Bush Jr. Man can wear a suit. Now, President Trump, can't wear a suit. Suit doesn't fit him. It's just not his personality. And I remember one day President George Bush Jr. came off the plane on the not the White House, but you know where they land the helicopter for him to get in the car to get to the White House. And he was walking down the White House and he was rolling up his sleeve. I was like, that is so sexy. Oh, he's so sexy. He just had on a regular dress shirt and some slacks, and he was rolling up his sleeve. I said, sexy man that can wear a suit. And Mitch can wear a suit. Mitch, I would definitely, if I saw Mitch somewhere in a suit, I would turn my head because I was like, oh, he can wear a suit. Okay. So he was standing there. And when he came out, they were clapping. And he asked, did she like bald guys? So I'm glad that at Fakespert, listen, I need to get these shirts out. Listen and match him with bald guys. So the other Kristen that was going to match him with didn't like bald guys. And I'm sure the other Kristen is like, thank God they didn't choose me because it would have been a disaster. Kristen walks down the aisle. And she looks very happy, but I feel so bad for her because Mitch is a biatch. Mitch is having googly eyes at Kristen mother when she comes down the aisle to ask him, is that my bride? And I'm like, okay, you thought that was your bride. Okay, fine. Pink dress. Okay. But after the producer told you, no, that's not your wife, that's your mama, her mama. Why did you keep having googly eyes and hi, LOL? I guess you have to say hi. That's his mother. But why was you lusting after your bride's mother, Mitch? I just don't understand why you couldn't get some self-control about yourself and stop having the googly eyes, okay? From what the family said was cute. But I wrote here, and I've said all the time, notice the difference between what the white family has to say about the white brides and what the black family has to say about the black brides, okay? They said Christian is exceptional. She's loyal, steadfast, audacious, spontaneous, adventurous. You didn't hear none of that for Stacia. Not one of them. I could go back and listen again, but I listened very carefully. There's a difference. Though she did say she was bougie and probably hanging around with the black girls. Talk about she's bougie. I like Kristen. I really do like her. And isn't me, but does it seem like she's talking like she got food in her mouth? Like, oh my God, like she talks like she has hot soup in her mouth. Is it me? Tell me the truth, y'all. You all know. Y'all be thinking this stuff. Y'all just scared to say, but because Janice is going to say it, okay? I am going to say it. Mitch vows were the most beautiful. I was like, no, this can't be Mitch. And you know what I noticed about Mitch? I am wondering, and let me know if anybody else is thinking about this. Leave it in the comments. Has it occurred to you, or has it crossed your mind that Mitch might be, his behavior might be being put on by the producers? You know why I said that? Because Mitch is the only man so far, Bing is coming, who has shown gentleman-like attributes towards his wife. And I'm staying there and I'm like, except he didn't help her up. And maybe that was a producer plan, but he slips up sometimes and is very gentleman-like. And I'm like, is he being pushed by producers to act unseemly? Remember Woody? Woody was supposed to be the bad guy, the playboy, and the guy that's not going to like his wife. Okay. And if you go back to my thing, I say he not going to like her. Based on what they were, so I was like, he not going to like her. Remember the same thing I said about Brett and Ryan's not going to like her? But he ended up liking her, though Woody always wanted to be on TV. So maybe if he was even matched with the tree, he would have been happy. Anyways, but I'm just saying about Mitch. Mitch slips up at times and shows a lot of gentleman attributes. And I'm like, I don't know if Mitch is so much of a bitch if he's showing gentleman attributes towards his wife. We gonna see it in a few minutes, okay? But I thought his vows were absolutely beautiful. I thought Mitch's vows so far were the most beautiful and were the most foundational and the most real. Like it seemed like he really understood what marriage was like. And that's why I'm like, well, I don't know, Mitch the biatch. I don't know. I gotta keep my eyes on you, okay? After the vows, he asked her to kiss her, and she says, oh yeah, we're kissing. Okay. So right there, a gentleman would ask the lady, can I kiss you? He wouldn't just go ahead and grab. That's a gentleman attributes that he's showing. But I'm gonna keep my eyes on her. Here's again, he acknowledged that she might be freezing. That's a gentleman. That's a gentleman attribute that, oh, you might be freezing, though he didn't offer her the jacket, but at least he acknowledged she was freezing. Then she said, no, I'm okay. And ladies, don't do that, okay? If he say you might be freezing, say, oh, just a little. Or if he's offering your jacket, his jacket, go ahead and take it, okay? That's him providing, that's him protecting, and that is you receiving. Kristen acknowledges that she needs to manage her feelings and her expectations. So, Kristen, how old are you, Kristen? At 32. At 32, girl, you still don't have control over your feelings and your emotions and your expectations. Lindy is 29. Okay, Lindy's getting up there. Lindy, she too can't handle your ex. Remember what I said, ladies. A woman's emotions, your inability to control your emotions, your inability to have control is equivalent to a man having control over his ding-a-ling, aka Nate. He's just dipping it in every hole. So at 32 years old, ladies, ask yourself, do I have my control over my emotions? I have that course that's coming, because we have to get control over our emotions. Though I do understand, because Kristen wants to be married. It failed for her the last time, and so she's excited. But I am so happy that she is managing her feelings and her expectations. And I wish that Stasha would do that, because she's all in. Stasha's all in. And I just don't understand it, Stasha. I got to come back and do another video about her, because I'm like, girl, you must be blind. Okay. Kristen asks, the first question we see Kristen asking is, so what do you do? Notice how the white girls ask the men what to do, but the Pookie Nate is asking Stacia about what she do. So I want to make sure you can provide for me. See, I be noticing stuff. See, this stuff be going over your heads, honey, but I pay attention, okay? And notice how Kristen didn't cut Mitch off when he was talking about his job. Ladies, when a man is talking about his job, do not cut him off, because this is his arena. This is where he reigns supreme. And this is what Adam was supposed to be doing to Eve in the garden, talking to her about what he's been doing. Never cut a man off when he's talking about his job. You are supposed to smile and ooh and ah and woo and tell me more. Why? You are tapping into his ability to provide and to protect, and you are letting him know that you can praise him and you appreciate him for all the hard work he's been doing. Kristen says she is 100% attracted and she's hot for him. But Kristen, we know you're so desperate and pick me, so you'll be hot for the tree. Okay, so I don't know how, Now, y'all, I saw y'all in Facebook talking about Mitch's teeth. Okay? Last season, y'all was mad at me for talking about Chris's teeth. And y'all said, oh, teeth can be fixed. And I asked the question, why hasn't he fixed his teeth? So this season, y'all want to talk about Mitch's teeth. Shut your mouth and kiss that mouth. Shut it. Because if this was okay last season, Mitch's yellow teeth should be okay this season. See, that's women who have no kind of standards. You just flip-flop, you go back and forth. One guy, you like the raggedy, dingy, gingivitis teeth. The other guy, you don't like the raggedy, dingy, gingivitis teeth. They're both raggedy, yellow, and gingivitis. If one is okay, then the other one should be okay too. See, I don't like raggedy, ugly, dirty, dingy, gingivitis teeth. I don't care who it's on. It's raggedy, ugly, yellow, dingy, and gingivitis. But because y'all like Chris, y'all made excuse for his teeth. And y'all don't like Mitch. So y'all and complaining about his teeth. There you go. You are unstable as water, as Jacob told Reuben. Okay? Get stable. Either you like dirty, dingy teeth or you don't. Don't matter who it's on. So then we see Morgan talking about she's supposed to be married and blah, blah, blah. And she's another one that's getting on my nerves. And I'm thinking, Morgan, I just don't think I'm going to like you. Okay. I just feel like Morgan is one of them girls that I'm not going to like too much. Because I don't like manly women. Okay. I don't like masculine women. I just can't. You make me itch. Lindy is back on my nerves. Remember yesterday I was like, oh child, all of a sudden I love her because she asked the question, what do you do for a living? Uh-huh. And I was like, well, she's my best friend. I love her. I've always liked her. But now she's back on my nerves talking about um Miguel's suit is fashion forward. She wasn't looking at him, and she wasn't sure about the suit, but so she got up on him. She was sure because it's so fashion forward. Like, where are she's flip flopping for me because I just can't. I cannot with Lindy. She's getting on my nerves. They take the pictures. I thought the pictures were cute. She's all up on Miguel, and Miguel seemed like he's still not sure about her. But I did love their vibe when they were sitting down and they were talking and they were laughing. And I really thought that was cute. And I was like, I had the feels for them when they were talking. Back over to Kristen talking about, I don't think my husband is a picture guy. And I'm like, Mitch, you knew you had to take pictures. This is a win. Okay. Mitch claims he wasn't initially attracted to her. His type is not physical, but lifestyle. What in the entire world are you talking about? When you see a woman, Mitch, you see her. You don't see her lifestyle. That's because he's broke, you know. You know that's why he's broke. He wants to see her more in her natural state. I'm sure you do, but today is the wedding day. Can we enjoy the wedding day, Mitch? The biatch? Okay. He did say she's voluptuous here. Again, Mitch, just go ahead and tell us you love black women and go ahead and find you one. Because white men don't use the word voluptuous. They can't handle most of them. They don't want the big ass and the big booty and the hips and thighs and all that. Okay. So he did say she is voluptuous, and that's a plus, and I hope they'll hit it off. And I just don't think he's attracted to her. I think Mitch like brown sugar, like me. Um, Back over to Miguel. And Miguel and Lindy is dancing, and she talking about, I don't know how to dance. And when I grew up, I didn't know how to dance. I don't know where to put my hands. And I'm like, heifer, you haven't turned on MTV. You ain't tried to dance. You didn't. You haven't played music in your house. And I just don't. And I'm all season. I'm gonna have to listen to this. And I'm like, I just cannot with you, girl. Like, why haven't you learned to do these things? Go to dance class. Why haven't you taken a dancing class? And she was like, I don't know where to put my hands. And he was like, well, where do you want to put them? Thank you, Miguel. First impression, she thought her husband was handsome. And this is why I think Miguel's not into her. She thought Miguel was handsome, and Miguel says, well, I'm not going to tell you you're pretty because you know you're pretty. He don't think she's pretty. Whenever a man says that, it's just like Nate, when Stacia said, I'm very attracted to you. I find you attractive. And she said, what about me? And he say, yeah, what do you say? She asked her, you attracted to me? And she said, yeah, you're attracted. He's not attracted to Stacia. Nate is not attracted to Stacia. Same thing with Miguel. Miguel does not think she's pretty. Because if you think a girl is pretty, all the men know tell her, like 101. And he said, well, I'm not going to tell you you're pretty because you know you're pretty. No, no, no. I know I'm pretty, but I need to hear you say I'm pretty. And she was like, oh, no, I need to hear you say it. So then we all backed over to Kristen and Mitch first stance, and he seemed like a gentleman. And I'm like, I am so unsure about, I got to pay attention because something, the Mitches is not lining up for me. They're not adding up. They're not adding up. They're not adding up because I am seeing a lot of gentleman qualities. And I think it's just times when he slipped up. Okay. Mitch also said he wanted to handle his expectation and he's glad she took her heels off. I'm feeling Dusty vibes from Mitch. I'm really feeling Dusty vibes from him. Because with the wedding, the makeup, the dress, see, later say, I hate that she got dragged, the dress. She take off her heels. It's that high maintenance mentality. Like she seemed like she's high maintenance and I'm broke. You know, like the Dusty. So put a note in it. Episode 3, Janice says, I'm getting Dusty vibes from Mitch. Somebody asks, is Nate a Dusty? Right now, I'm calling him a Pookie. Okay? I'm calling Nate a Pookie. I'm not, even though they're cousins. Dusties and Pookies are all cousins, but there is a difference. Okay? And Mitch, I'm getting Dusty vibes. Nate, I'm getting Pookie vibes. And I just don't understand it because I'm like, Mitch, it's your wedding day. Did you not know that she has to dress up and be cute? Oh, and then we did see the picture, right? We see this picture of him stepping on her gown. He says he's projected on girls before, and I stood up. I stood up because women, we do that a lot. We project on guys. We say he's this, he's this, he's this. I want you to be this and I want you to be that. Even when you meet him and he's not, you're still projecting what you want on him and he's not it. Which says to me, Kristen is not what Mitch wanted. Excuse me. Because he said, I have projected on girls before and it didn't work out and they were not what I wanted, my translation, and they wasn't what I wanted, but I project on them what I wanted and they could not become what I wanted. So Kristen is not what he wanted. Back to Stacia and Nate party. She's super attracted to him and happy with who they picked. She asks about staying in San Diego, and she's open to having multiple homes, live in several cities. She doesn't have any kids. She can work from home. And I'm like, did you not say you want to have kids, Stacia? And who's going to be paying for these multiple homes? And I feel like it could be me, but let me know if you're thinking this. I feel like Stacia was kind of throwing a net out to see what Nate comes back with. Because to have multiple homes and live in multiple cities, you've got to have money. Now, she can do it. She can afford that. And I think she was picking at straws to see what Nate's going to say. But the bomb is not going to say nothing because she's a boss. and she can pay for it because she's a boss. And all he has to do is tag along because Stacia is a boss. And if Stacia's gonna be living in different cities and having multiple homes, hold on, Lex. Have pretty. You're welcome. Um, so I feel like Stacia was throwing it out there to see what he come back, but she's a boss, baby. You're a boss, dear. So be a boss and pay for y'all to have multiple homes and live in multiple cities. Okay. He asks about and so he said, well, yeah, I can move around. I'm not looking to move right now, but I can move around, so on and so forth. He asks about if she asks for an older man. Okay. He said, so did you want an older man? And pay close attention for those of y'all been in your feelings about me call fake Pastor Cal, fake Pastor, and a Dusty. We know he's a Dusty. The wife was taking care of him because he was broke, and a Dusty, she took care of him and built him up. Okay. And listen to what happened when I keep telling y'all, Pastor Cal, the Dusty, he be looking out for his boys. Dusty's, Pookie's, Rary's, Tyrone's, and Scrubs. Okay. Nate asked Stacia, did you ask for an older man? Right. She said, I think she said no. He said she asked him what was the age group, and he said he wanted someone 27 to 34 years old. Stacia said, oh, wow, I wasn't even in it. And then I had to mute the TV because I'm like, Stacia, girl, you can't be this stupid to think that younger men want older women. Younger men want older women because you are established and they know you're probably desperate and you'll take care of them. Younger men, he said it. His age group is 27 to 34. He's 34. He don't want nobody older than him. So when she said, oh, wow, I didn't make it, I was kind of taken back because I'm like, in what universe do you live that you think a 34-year-old man want a 40-year-old woman just because he loved her, he want her? No. They want older women because older women are more established and can take care of them. And to prove my point, he said, Pastor Cal said, if you want an independent wife that's a boss, are you going to get that with a 27-year-old? And Pastor Cal said, you need to move up your age a little bit. And Pastor Cal said, I'm trying to look out for you. In other words, they already got Stacia trying to put her with the Dusty. So Pastor Cal planted in his head to get him an older woman who is a boss. Because a 27-year-old woman is not a boss. And see, the Pookie, if he's 34, 27 is the perfect age for him to marry. Because by 34, 35, sir, you should be established. You should have your stuff together. So it's appropriate for you to take a 27-year-old woman who is probably just getting her feet wet and marry her, take care of her, provide for her, and protect her because you done did the work. You prepared yourself. You have established yourself. And now you are prepared and ready to take on a wife and kids. No. Dusty Pastor Cal plant in your head. No. 27-year-olds are not bosses. 27-year-old needs somebody to take care of him. You want a boss. You want somebody that's going to take care of you, so you need to go older. I told y'all Pastor Cal was a Dusty. Didn't I tell y'all? I was just kind of taken back with stage. Like, oh wow, I'm not even in the number. Of course you're not. He's 34, you're 37, you're almost 40, child. You're 40. You might as well say you're 40. You don't see well-established men marrying older women. Maybe one. 0.0000.01. But it's not common. It's not a norm. Because I was very taken back with that. Okay. Alexis. I had such hopes for her, but I am so disappointed in her. She says she likes him because I'm a little firecracker, and she feels like he will let her be her. Why, Alexis? Why, Morgan? Why, Lindy? Are y'all getting married when you want to be allowed to be who you are? You don't know adjustments have to take place? You don't know you have to adjust for your husband? You don't know you have to adjust in a marriage? And then a lot of other stuff she said, and I'm like, girl, is you crazy? And see, that's why she's gonna boss him around. She's going to boss poor Justin around. She's gonna put him over her legs and spank him. Give me 1 second. Lexi, what happened? Hold on, guys. I'm back. Alexis is gonna spank Justin. He might like it, but you know what I mean. She's gonna control him. She's gonna emasculate him. She's gonna lord over him. She is going to be the masculine woman. She's going to be the leader in their marriage. Back to Miguel and Lindy party. Pictures of Miguel. I thought that was cute. They were showing the pictures of his head. I thought that was so cute and funny. And he asked if she speaks Spanish, and she was like, "Oh, I've gone all the way to Spain trying to learn Spanish." They talked a little bit in Spanish, y'all. She asked she said she asked for an older and mature gentleman, and she didn't want anybody who was running the streets. And he was like, well, what if I'm a 35-year-old guy running the streets? And I thought that was a good question for him to ask. But at 35, we are expecting the men to be done running the streets and so on and so forth. So I'm glad she asked for somebody who's older and mature. Back over to Mitch and Kristen. She asked if he's been married before. And he said no. And I was screaming in my head, please do not tell him the story about your fiance. I was like, don't tell him, girl. He says he feels better because she took her heels. Here he bring up the heels, and he hates that she has to drag the dress around. Okay, the cutting of the cakes. I thought the cake was cute. I did not like Mitch and Kristen cake. That was an ugly whale. A ugly wave. Remind me of the Little Mermaid and Ursula. So now they're talking to their friends and family. And did Lindy Frey say Spanish guys are good in bed? Like, why? Miguel's sister talks to Lindy that Miguel needs effective communication. And of course, Miguel's parents didn't come. The mama left him, the daddy, he don't want to be bothered, okay? And Lindy says something that I just had to shake my head. She was like, well, either we're going to trauma bond and grow or be destroyed. And I'm like, girl, why did you say that? It is not good to trauma bond. There's another couple that y'all love that is trauma bonding. And soon as she gets healed, she leave him. Okay? Because eventually somebody's going to get healed. So Lindy brother is over here talking to Miguel, and he went straight for the jugular. And he actually believes in a higher power, and I just don't like that. Okay? Especially if they're Seventh-day Adventists, they're Christians, or Seventh-day Adventists are Christians. Do you believe in God or whatever? Well, come to find out that Mr. Miguel was an atheist. Now, remember when I said there's something about him? Something about Miguel, I could not put my finger on it. I said, that's it. He doesn't have a compass. But scientists usually don't, right? Scientists usually don't believe in God. That's why it says in Corinthians, talks about surrendering every knowledge that exalts itself against the knowledge, every authority that exalts itself above the knowledge of God, because they think they know more in God. So he don't believe in nothing. He said, I'm not for organized religion, but he don't believe in no higher power. You not spiritual. Though I don't believe in none of that stuff, but I'm just saying, usually somebody says, well, I don't believe in organized religion, but yeah, I do believe in a higher power. No. He don't believe in nothing. I could pick people out. And the mama said, you're just going straight for the jugular. So I'm like, why did they match Lindy, an spiritual young woman, with he's not even an atheist, right? Even atheists believe in something. They don't believe there's a God. And I know in the groups that were saying, oh, she says she's not practicing. I didn't hear that. Maybe I missed it. But what does not practicing mean? Does that mean she doesn't believe in God at all? Because you can come out of the Seventh-day Adventist church, but still believe. You just don't believe in their practices. Go to church on Saturday, no dancing and all of this stuff. So what do y'all mean she says she's not practicing? Does she not believe in God? Because the family didn't make it sound like she didn't believe. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're going. But she's desperate. So, you match her with the devil, she'll be glad. Mitch is over there talking to and flirting to Christian mama. And he's over there talking about him being broke. And the mama says she is independent, but I believe she wants a partner who also cares about the things she cares about. And he said, money is important, huh? Money is important. I don't know what kind of universe y'all live in that talk about money. Only broke people say money is not important. The moment you hear a person say money is not important, they're broke. Because everything is money. You have to go to the doctor. It's money. My daughter turned 27. They took her off my insurance. I had to pay $400 for a physical. $400. physical. That does not include blood work. So you can't even go to the doctor without money. So money is very important. Justin and the brother talk, and I guess the brother's coming around, but I feel like the brother, he knows something that Justin doesn't want to accept. And I can't wait to see what that's about. Alexis talked to his friends, and of course, the black boys go, you a ride or die? I just don't understand what it is with black people and ride or die. Where we're riding to, and no, Jesus already died for me. So no, I'm not about to ride or die for nobody, okay? I just don't understand why they have to do that. And Alexis is drunk. Ladies, let me explain something to you. A lot of you have gone out with men and y'all had a wonderful time. You said, well, what happened? We had a wonderful time. He didn't call me. Did you get drunk? Did you get tipsy? Never put yourself in a position to be unbecoming. Drink water, and cranberry juice are your best friends. Don't drink. I don't care if you can handle your liquor. Don't drink at all. Slurring your juice and falling all over yourself and carrying on. He looking at her, can't take her to the White House. So Alexis' friends talk to Justin, and of course they're describing themselves as Storm and Hurricane and carrying on. And I just don't understand why women have to describe themselves as such. Justin's friends asked if she gets upset, does she want him to leave her alone or chase? So she was like, yeah, call me. If you get, text me. Put up a balloon in the air and knock him out and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, why can't he just call you and you answer the phone? We gonna have problem with Alexis. Let me tell you all the problem people. Alexis are the problem woman. Alexis, Lindy, and Morgan. We gonna have problems with them. I think Kristen and Stacia, I think they're gonna be all right. But that's because they're older. Okay, these young girls. So Justin asked if there were red flags, and they said we're not gonna tell. And I was like, high five, girls. That's right. Don't give him anything to work on. Let him figure it out all by himself. And I really appreciate that. So then Mitch and Miguel meets up in the bathroom, and one of them said, oh, I thought that was your wedding going on over there. So that was nice. They had the wedding the same day. Back over to Nate and Stacia. He talks to her friends, and they were all goo goo gaga lala. And I'm like, they're just as blind as a bat like Stacia. Okay, Stacia talks to Nate's friends, and she said that, she's single and she would do as she want to do, but now it's going to take some time to think about him. Well, I forgot. She just thought about getting married. Okay, fine. I'm moving forward. Makes sense. Okay. So then we see Nate and Stacia talking to Megan. Of course, her name had to be Megan. And he's sitting there like trembling, like, when the principal called you to come get your son, and he's sitting there trembling like, please, Miss Franklin, please, Miss Johnson. Principals are always Miss Johnson. Please, Miss Johnson, please don't tell my mama what I did. Please don't tell my mama what they. And Megan is like, yeah, because we like sunsets, and we like to cuddle, and we like to play cards, and we take showers together. And we've done the do, and it's, and we're so wonderful. You got you a wonderful one. And Stacia face is like, no, she didn't sleep with my maid. And I'm thinking, I know Stacia thinking nothing didn't go on between them. And Nate is just sitting there, just trembling, cutting her off and trembling, and I'm like, go ahead, Megan. Tell us that he told you to get on your knees, girl. Tell us that he told you to get on feet. And Stacia actually said, oh, y'all play card games and sunsets. And I'm like, I don't know, Stacia's delusional. Is she not aware? Did she think he was always married to her? Do you not understand he had a life before you? I don't understand what is all. Y'all play card games and sunsets. And she was like, well, maybe not so many card games and sunset. That Megan was like, because now he has to consider somebody else. And 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 Stacey's like, yeah, not so Mary sunset, and she's gonna be controlling. But she already said it. She's gonna be controlling. And Stacia asked her, well, why are you getting emotional? Okay, why are you getting so emotional? And I'm looking at Stacia like, girl, you don't know that they've slept together. Are you? So in her voiceover, Stacia says, if I don't agree with his female friends, he better stop talking to them, basically is what she will say. I put that last part, but that's what she would say. I think she's going to want him to cut off his female friends, especially Lou Megan, who watch sunsets and card games together. Okay. Then they did the bouquet and the garbage bag, and I was hollering at Justin. I really like what he did. And also Miguel used his teeth. I thought that was cute. My husband didn't do that. He did put his head up underneath my dress, I think, but he didn't. I don't think so. So then Kristen is talking to her friends and says she feels sexual feelings. And I'm like, what is wrong with her? You feel sexual feelings to Mitch, who Mitch says that there's potential to be some physical attraction, and Kristen is concerned that she doesn't fall in. So here you go again, 32, talking about falling in. You should be able to stand up on your 2 feet as a grown woman, Kristen. Nate friends asked if he's feeling chemistry, and one friend said, well, she's a boss. You know, because all of Nate's friends moved in with their woman. So Nate is now trying to find him somebody to move into. Y'all better stay woke, girl. Stay woke on these men. Nate said he's open to the dude, and Stacey says she's not busting nothing open. I don't believe it. Stacey's hot for him. I don't believe she's not gonna bust nothing open. And then they brought up how they mentioned that he's a freak. I don't understand why this is being said at a wedding. Why we need to know he's a freak at a wedding. But you know, Megan can. Let's get Megan to testify. Justin and Alexa says nothing is going to happen. I don't believe it. I think they did it. And but he's open to doing it. And then, child, this is what the whole YouTube, Facebook's been talking about. Alexa saying that they measured her vagina. How? Did you put a ruler in it? Did you put a fake dingling with numbers on it? How you mention the vagina? And that this is a designer vagina. Alexis, is there something you want to tell us? Is there something you want to tell us? Because all this stuff you're saying is strange to me. Designer vagina. Are you saying somebody made you a vagina? God didn't give you a vagina? Alexis, is that what you're telling us? Are you telling us that you were Alex and now you're Alexis? I just want to know. Because I never heard no design of vagina on a biologically born female before. So then the couples go off, spend the first night together, and here is Nate sticking out his tongue again. Thank you. Alyssa said the Qs, they do stick out their tongue. Yes, my brother is a Q, but I don't never see my brother sticking out his tongue outside of Q events. Like he's never just talking and he's sticking out. Never. Is Nate a Q? I didn't see no Q colors because them Qs, honey, they don't play now. None of the frats. They all care about their cousin. But though I don't like Nate, he's a Pookie. I did love that he picked up Stacia to cross over the threshold, and we didn't see that happen with none of the other. I'm sure Justin could have picked up Alexis. That she break his back. Poor thing. Okay, so I thought that was cute. The wedding night, Alexis is drunk as a bat. They sat on the couch and talk, and somebody took clips of the whole conversation. If I have time, I'll do it. But I was like, girl, I couldn't understand the words she was saying. I was just sitting there shaking her head like, why? I know it's your party and your wedding, but why get so dirty, nasty, drunk that you can't even talk straight? You're too drunk when you can't talk straight, okay? And she says she did. This is when we found out she saw him on a dating app, Hinge, and she passed him by for something superficial. I don't think anything is superficial. Yes, baby. Sorry. Yes, baby.
I have computers now at school.
Oh, you have computers at school now? That's good. I don't think it's superficial. I think if there's something you don't like about somebody, just don't like it. And he said, man, my is hard as a rock. Oh, before he was talking to his friends, he was like, I'm a dicker down. I'm a dicker down. I've never heard that before. That must be something California. So Alexis goes in the bathroom, takes off her makeup, and oh my God, I love her pajamas. I love her pajamas. Alexis has the best pajamas so far, but that's because I've only seen hers. And what's up with Justin and the men's boobs? I need explanation because I have a lot of skinny friends. They don't got no boobs. Okay. And finally, I said, I can see why some of you said they're giving Amani and Woody vibes. I can see the Amani and Woody vibes. All right, y'all, that's it for episode 3. I absolutely love you and adore you. I'm really enjoying the episodes and learning about what people, because I've been writing down everything they say because I'm going to come back to it later. Oh, you said in episode 3, you said this. Here it is, okay? I love you. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. Thank you so much for your love and support. Let me hear what you think in the comments section, and I'll try to be in the comments today. Talk to you later. Bye.